Hi, my name is Elizabeth Cooke. A week ago, I met a man who pulled my heartstrings very much so. A man who I did not know from Adam. I met him by chance. After meeting him, I left the person I was with when I met him, whom he was with. She had left him in the home that I've been staying in at the Eco Village. The Eco Village is a place for the less fortunate to go and have a roof over their head when needed. A place that opens up to the community and its people. The woman that mainly runs this property goes above and beyond for everyone that she meets. Upon coming to this property, I never left. That was in May. Last week, I met Bobby Phillips. Bobby Phillips had spent 43 years in prison for a murder that he committed when he was 17. He spent his entire adult life behind bars, going from one prison to the next and on. While in prison, he taught himself how to read. He taught himself how to write. He studied law for 30 years of the 43 that he was in prison. He was so good at it that he won 80 cases for a law firm outside of Chicago. He was on death row when he was first sentenced. He was so good at what he was doing that he got himself off of death row. He got all of his record pretty much cleared by working hard and studying the law. A little less than a year ago, Bobby was released from prison. He was supposed to have a job at that law firm in Chicago. However, with COVID, his chances of going there were taken away. He was sent to East St. Louis, where he stayed at a shelter for felons. When I met Bobby the second time, he was sitting in my living room. I had been out all night, so when I came home, I was surprised to see him sitting in the chair in the living room by himself with the dog. He didn't know where the refrigerator was. He didn't know where the heat was. He didn't know where anything in this house was. He didn't know that he could go upon himself and find it either. So upon me entering the room, I noticed that he's got aluminum foil to water the dog with, the cook oven open that he had brought from upstairs to warm the room he was in. He didn't have any blankets or pillows. I immediately asked him if he had eaten. He told me no. So I went and got him some food, because that's what you do. Not only did I give him food, I gave him a pillow and a blanket, and I hung a curtain up so that way his heat could stay in the room. Over the course of the next couple of days, Bobby told me his story, which was a tragic story. Bobby was born to two parents who were cruel. They put him naked in a shed for the better part of the first 9 years of his life. At one point, they put a body down there that he lived with while it rotted. At 9 years old, he ran away. He ran the streets on and off until he was 13. At 13, he met a black woman. The black woman took him in. She later adopted him.